Guys, TC here, the fifth and final tank review for your Sunday viewing today. What I've decided, guys, while I've been doing this is basically what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get some of my best games over the week and do Sunday YouTube videos for you. So there could be 4, 5, there could be 3, 4, 5, even 6 YouTube videos on a Sunday for you to watch over the week at your leisure. So that's when most of my material is going to come out on a Sunday. I know Jingles takes the day off, and I know a few others do as well, and they upload daily then throughout the week, but I'm going to try and get as many up as I can do in a single hit for you. Today we're going to look at the OI Experimental. This is the Tier 5 Japanese Heavy. A lot of people have said that this tank has openly broken Tier 5. I would agree. This has completely broken Tier 5. It's unbelievable. It's a 105 ton tank that does 40 kph with a 1200 horsepower engine. In context, this tank is as big as a Tier 6, which is the same weight as an E100. These tanks are ridiculous, and they are a lot of fun to play. I recently rebought my OI Experimental to platoon with some friends because I was running out of Tier 5 tanks to play, and I've wanted to get this back for a bit because I had very poor stats in it. As you can see now, 60% win rate, 73 games. I've not aced it yet though. As you'll see from the replay, which is it's a pretty strong replay, I think. It's a very strong carry. But it's not an ace, so I'm still working on getting the ace for this thing. The crew was a cherry crew. You'll probably hear that term from me quite a bit. A cherry crew is a brand new crew to me. So I moved the crew from this into the OI, where they've stayed, and I put a new crew in the OI in the OHO after I ground through the ONI and put the crew from the ONI in the OHO. So currently they've not even got one skill, but they are getting there very quickly. Gone with 6 cents and full repairs on the crew. The gun we're using is the Tier 6 10cm 100mm Type 14. As you can see, we've got 6.1 rounds a minute, so it reloads in 8.1 seconds. Does an average of 300 damage with 130 pen. It's not very accurate, 0.41, so it's a bit of a derpy gun, but damn. That's a bloody good gun at Tier 5. There's very little that this gun can't look at and go, oh hello, bang. You can run this with a 120cm short derp. Why you would want to, I don't know. Maybe you're of that inclination. But I prefer this gun because I think it's evil with it. Setup wise, vents, large caliber tank gun rammer. I'll put my teeth back in, and then a spall liner. Not just any spall liner, a super heavy spall liner. 60 AP shells, 30 premium AP shells, and 10 HE. Big repair kit, big first aid kit, and an automatic fire extinguisher. There is a possibility you can drop the fire extinguisher once you've trained firefighting skills on the crew for the premium food consumable and drop the reload even further. There is a strong temptation to do that, but to be fair, I'd rather grind credits in this, which is quite good. You got 700 hit points in this at Tier 5, which that's Tier 7. That's Tier 6 heavy tank points there, almost. It's a lot of hit points in a Tier 7 vehicle. And because it weighs so much, ramming damage that this thing can do is just phenomenal. As I said, this isn't an ace tanker gameplay that you're going to see in a short while. It's first class, but it's got a Radley Walters in it. A Radley Walters is 8 kills in anybody's book. That's a pretty good achievement. But yeah, just not enough to ace it currently. As soon as I get an ace tanker game of this, I'll pop it up. Anyway, let's see the review. Let's see the replay, guys. Okay, guys, here we go. So as you can see, the bog standard, non-platooned random match. We're on the Abbey map. We'll speed up the replay. As you can see, top tier, tier 5 maximum gain. We're invited to platoon by the fellow OIXP. We do have a failed platoon on the opposition though, with a tier 1, with a tier 1 and tier 2 platoon with a Marder 38T. Is what it is. As you can see, heading over to the 1-2 line, standard heavy tank procedure, straight up to 40 kph, no trouble at all, just absolutely cruising along without any care in the world. Heavy tanks do normally go down the 1-2 line, especially Americans, and the heavy tanks with good gun depression. The Americans are the first ones that come to mind, obviously, because they've got great turrets as well. As you can see, we're poking around this first corner here. Going to look and see what we can see down this bottom. We spot their OI experimental and nip round the corner, snapshot, brilliant shot straight into him there, shaving 295 hit points off his tank and spotting the Stug in the process as well. I then decide I'm going to push down here with the Stug. Our KV-1S and KV-1 are going to cover the back there, and we're going to push down here aggressively because they've gone up top. And as you see, I've gone out wide here because I don't want to get spotted. However, there's a DW2 there. He spots us. The OI experimental is our other OI is taken out by one of their other OIs. There's the Stug looking this way. One shell. We take another shell in return. Another shell. And then we shut him down. We're on reload. Their OI is not looking this way. And when he does, it's too late. He's out of the game. Straight away, we're up to 700 damage with 2 kills. I'm then going to go to the middle here, because as you can see, there's an OI and a 3001H here. So there's the OI. We look to see if we can get a shot, but we can't. Fire snap, but no damage. The VK3001H here is side on to us. We're looking for shots. We load. There we go. There's half his health there at 330. He then pushes forward and heads up here away from us, but we still have shots for him. And there's our next kill. 3 kills, 1117 damage done so far. I'm looking on the mini-up and I am a little concerned because my other flank is quite wide open. However, the OI experimental has come back and he's dealing some damage to our Stug with a Panzer with a PZ SFL behind it. PZ SFL is probably one of the better players on the opposition, so he's camped back at base, but he gets taken out by the T28 there. I'm pushing up here to see if I can get a drop on the OI. My first idea was I'm going to drop on him, but then as we get pushed forward here, I'm looking across and I spot the M3 Lee. M3 Lee's putting good fire into the back of the T28. We look, we aim. The M3 Lee starts moving forwards. We get a quick outline from him. He disappears, but we put the shell in and we get the blind kill. Not a huge amount of damage from that kill, however enough. Our KV-1S puts a great shell into it and puts the OI experimental here on a one shot for us. We pop round, load, aim, execute. 260 damage. We're up to 1377 so far. The M3 Lee isn't really happy with his team there, and he does complain quite vocally about it. We are winning. There's 6 left versus 3, and it's 3 artillery pieces. I'm still got a fairly good chunk of health left, so I'm not too concerned about taking an arty hit. Now, because I don't have 6th sense, I don't know when I'm spotted or not. I pop up, I take a snapshot, and I miss, but I take a non-damaging hit from the Sexton. I wait for my reload, but I do take another hit. There's the Sexton gone. I'm pushing forward. At this point we spot another artillery here. There he is. We aim, snapshot, on the move, off we go. And we know roughly whereabouts the remaining birch gun is, so we keep pushing forward, but he tracks us. Now I don't use the repair cut. I allow the repair to go through naturally. We wait. Off we go. but he is now loaded. Now I can see the rest of my team pushing in, and I'm conscious I want this Radley Walters medal now, so I'm going to just go in for it. And there he is, right in front of us. He's on reload, so are we. On the move again, 190. There's the kill. 8 kills, game over. Okay guys, here's the post-game stats from the OI Experimental game. I've labelled this one as OI Experimental, not broken at all. It's only a first class game. We did get duelist, we did get fire for effect, we got 42,622 credits and 5,094 experience. This was for a ×3 this weekend though. As you can see, we got the Radley Walters medal, we got the Pushkini's medal as well, the Pushkutsis medal, sorry, for killing 3 enemy artillery, the high caliber and the top gun. On the team score, we clearly came top there with 2,167 damage and 1,132 experience. It was a bit of an unfair game. Seal clubbing is words that may come to your mind on this. A win's a win at the end of the day, guys. Shots fired 13, direct hits 12, pens 11. We did get a nice long range shot to start off the game there. But overall, not much. You know, we took a couple of hits, we took some damage, didn't really spot anything. We made 36,170. Even if you didn't run a premium account, you still made 21,962 credits. Tier 5 is a really good money grinding area, so if you don't run a premium account and you do want to progress to the higher tiers, always keep a reasonable stock of good, well-spec'd tier 5 tanks, because you will always be able to churn the credits up that allow you to do what you need to do. And get those credits to allow you to push forward, okay? That's the best thing I can tell you to do. The OI Experimental though is at the minute it's a lot of fun. Do I think it's going to get nerfed at some point in the future? I suspect it will do. Unfortunately, I suspect Wargaming will do, because as an average overall, this thing will be doing fantastic. So yeah, unfortunately, I think we're in for this being nerfed at some point. So we'll just have to see how we get on. But there's plenty of time. WN8 for that game, by the way, was 6,395. People will put medals up of this game, of you getting pools medals in this medal all day, all night, because it can just do it without thinking about it. It's scary. If you've got the opportunity to pick one up, do it while they're fun at the minute. Anyway guys, it's the end of this replay. It's a quick, short one, nothing too special for you, but hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click the subscribe button. Would love to see you around for more videos, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Bye guys.